Protest?
Yeah.
And a protest against the ones in the false road.
And were they built by local people or were they people from outside?
There were some people, some local people, and some from down the road a bit, you know.
But where did the idea come from? Did it come from around here or did the idea come from outside?
It came from people down here because, well, we deliver sweets anyway, and we can't get to certain parts of the town. And so we thought that some of the people down here thought if you get barricades up here, it might entice the people to take the ones down that's on the falls road and whatnot.
Well, it's a protest against the ones in the Bogside and all. You see it, they're still there. They haven't made any effort, the authorities, to take them away. That's, you see, if they had removed the Bogside ones and all, they wouldn't have put these ones up here. It's a protest, you see.
I couldn't tell you. I live on there. I didn't know about it this morning. I wakened up.
Is there any local feeling against Catholics in this area?
Not a bit. No, that's one thing about there's not. There's 5 or 6 families that lives down here. Not a word. They're decent people, and I'm a Protestant, but nobody bothers their head with them.
Well, I heard them say that this was in order that the Catholics should be forced to remove theirs. They didn't see that it was fair that the Catholics should have their barricades in the Falls Road and not have them removed.
Do you think they should move the ones in the falls as well?
Certainly. Should.
There's an uneasy sense of foreboding about Belfast tonight. It's difficult to say what form trouble might take. Perhaps some isolated incident might escalate into something larger. One question certainly is whether new barricades will be erected tonight along main roads. The police and the British Army have kept traffic flowing throughout the day, and a government statement has underlined the importance of free traffic to the city's economic well-being. But will action be taken to prevent new barricades going up, or will they be removed in the early morning when no one is manning them? The Scarman Tribunal of Quarry meets tomorrow and will soon begin to take evidence on recent disorders, raking up the embers of the recent riots. The police are restive about the move to discipline 16 of their members, and their critics say that 16 is not nearly enough. The Cameron Commission reports within a few days, and this is bound to cause controversy. So the goodwill engendered by Mr. Callaghan's recent visit is beginning to wear off, and at best it will be an uneasy peace before he returns in about 5 weeks' time.
Well, at last we have a public admission that the police did in fact invade the homes of the people in the Bogside on the weekend of January the 4th, and that some of them were guilty of serious misconduct. That has been at the root of the strong feelings that are felt against the RUC in this area by many people, and therefore at the root of a lot of our recent unrest. And as a public representative for the people of the Bogside, I have repeatedly asked, both inside and outside Parliament, that action be taken on this issue, and in fact that a public admission be made, because that would have taken the heat out of the situation a good while ago.
But are you completely satisfied that justice has been done with regard to the conduct of the RUC?
No, I'm not completely satisfied at all. First of all, no criminal proceedings are to be taken against the men named on the grounds of the amnesty. At the time on which the amnesty was announced, it was announced as applying to both sides. In my view, policemen are not on either side, and a policeman on duty is in a totally different category from a civilian. I object very strongly to the fact that no charges are being taken. And secondly, I ask the question, why has it taken so long to reveal this when the report of inquiry has been in the hands of the Inspector General since May, almost 4 months ago?
I am pleased, of course, that at long last they have made this small, reluctant step in the right direction, but like everything else that this government does, it is too little and too late, and one suspects that this was only done under a heavy pressure from Westminster.
Do you think it leaves certain questions unanswered still?
Of course it does. The long delay, of course, and who is going to try the culprits on these charges. You see, we have known for a long time, everybody in Derry knows about the horrible conduct that was committed in the Bogside, and it's really gives us even less confidence in the administration that there has been this altogether too long delay in bringing these men to justice, or a form of justice, I suppose.
Do you think the people in Belfast and Derry are right to keep up the barricades?
I would say that it would be better to take down the barricades, but it would need a supreme act of trust in Mr. Callaghan and in the good intentions of the Westminster government and the Stormont government. Now, I am well aware that bitter experience teaches us not to trust these, and many a time I have been let down myself. But just the same, someone has to make the first step, and I believe that these barricades should come down, even if it were only for a trial period, and even if it were only just to see what the reaction was from the other side. I would be prepared. I know this is not a popular thing to say, but I would be prepared to take a risk on this, because if there is disappointment now, if these promised reforms do not come to us, then I think we'll all be in the barricades, young and old.